Dr. Winston O'Boogie at your service. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And we are back with a follow-up video actually, because last time we did a video from this concert, it didn't turn out to be from that concert. It was from a movie apparently depicting said concert, and I didn't spot that because the quality was pretty shoddy, so I didn't even realize it. You know, they did pretty good at the lookalikes, I guess. If it was in better quality, maybe I would have noticed. But this is actual audio from the concert. This isn't some, video. There's no video. It's just the audio. And it's gonna be Elton John and John Lennon performing "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds." This is there's some dispute about what this is about. It's either about it was a painting that Julian did, I believe, and he labeled it "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds," and the imagery is supposed to evoke Lewis Carroll basically, but then of course it spells what it spells, so people are gonna run with whatever. But this is Elton John's version of it, because he did a cover of it in 1974. And John Lennon featured on that cover, and then I guess basically they lost a bet, or John lost a bet with Elton, that if the song whatever gets you through the night goes #1, then he'd have to, I guess, perform live or whatever. John didn't think it was going to go #1 because Instant Karma and Imagine didn't go #1, so he made the bet and he lost. So this is his last public performance, I believe, or live performance as well. So it definitely holds some credence. We did a Lennon track yesterday, but I was so tired editing that I think I replayed the whole recap section. I've never done that before. That's hilarious. But I'm going to leave it up there just to laugh at it. All right. Thank you again to our alpha patron, Gail H, for picking this. You got 2 videos today. Pretty good. All right. Elton John and John Lennon, "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" live. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're going to do a number now which is written by a certain gentleman on the stage, and Mr. Paul McCartney, and it happens to be a new single, and I want to hear you raise that roof. Come on. This one's one of the best songs ever written. Here we go.
And yes, I have done the original.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green, towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone.
This MSG crowd was so lucky.
People eating marshmallow pie. Everyone smiles as you drift past the flowers that grow so incredibly high. Newspaper taxis appear on the shore, waiting to take you away. Lying in the back with your head in the clouds and you're gone. Lucy in the sky.
bassist is going in.
Lucy in the sky, dime. Picture yourself on a train in a station with plasticine porters with looking glass ties. Suddenly someone is there at the turnstiles. The girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Don't you know that it's Lucy in the sky with diamonds?
That harmony is great.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 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 Lucy in the sky with Lucy. Lucy in the sky with Lucy. Lucy in the sky with Lucy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty dope. That crowd, so lucky. I mean, come on. They didn't even know that was gonna happen, and then he just pops up on stage. I know that we watched like a recreation of it last time. I guess that was for like a movie or something. But I mean, that was just fantastic because knowing that that's John's last public performance like that on a stage, I think like that. Like I said, that definitely holds weight and credence to any Beatles fan or to any fan of music because Lennon had such an influence that it's kind of hard to calculate, you know, and that not even just in music, just in the world, you know, they still print John Lennon t-shirts all about, you know, Imagine, obviously that's the one that really stuck throughout the years. It seems like there's a couple other songs obviously that did, but that's the one that's really, you know, stuck with people throughout the years and stayed in the zeitgeist because it's such a declaration, you know. But like I said in the Lennon video I did yesterday, for the album Imagine, it wasn't the track though. You know, he was a thought leader basically. Like people listened to him, people wanted to, you know, hear what he had to say about things, and it's such a damn shame, you know. But I'm not gonna get all gloom and doom in this video because this is a celebration. That was epic. I loved the horns in it. I think it added a real nice spice to it. The live performance, you know, it's like, I don't know if that's like from the soundboard or what, you know, it's a little wonky in some places, but for the most part, for 74, that's pretty good. I think that the bass is what really cut through the most in that kind of, you know, wonky mix. That, well, I mean, I guess he knew he was playing McCartney's part, so the bassist just stepped up. I think this is Elton John's backing band. I don't have the actual personnel list for it, so I apologize. I know John Lennon was, I think, playing piano too, or was just singing harmony vocals. It was either one of those. Obviously, Elton John was playing piano and singing as well, and he's really, I don't know, he sang that pretty well, to be honest. But when you have one of the people who wrote one of the most famous songs of all time that you're performing with you right next to you on stage, you better pack your lunch. You really better. Because that's just, you know, that's a weighty performance right there. And Elton, no matter what, just always brings it, man. He really does. We've done, how many? We've done like at least 20 videos, or not 20 videos, at least like 20 of Elton songs, because we did 16 for the Spotlight Artist of the Month videos, and then we did, I think, some separate ones before and after that. And I'd still say that Funeral for a Friend is probably my favorite. That whole song there. Isn't it Love Lies Bleeding is the second part of it, I think. That was my first Elton John song. I still think it might be my favorite other than Country Comfort. That's my most replayed Elton John song. Country Comfort banger all the way through, especially when you're driving. That's a great driving playlist song. But yeah, I wish there was video of this concert. There's very little footage of it that actually exists, apparently. Apparently, John was pretty nervous to go on because, you know, he had a little jitters. He's a little rusty, he said. But apparently, the second he walked on stage, it was, you know, the difference was apparently very noticeable that when the second he got on that stage, the crowd went wild, as you heard. And I think that's just awesome. Getting to perform, you know, one of your most famous songs with, I guess, what you could consider an up-and-coming. Well, 74, yeah, Elton was up-and-coming. He was still very well-known, obviously, but he was still working his way through his classic period right there. And I think that's just so awesome they got together. Apparently, they did a whole album together. I didn't even remember. I didn't know that, or I didn't remember that. I'll have to check that out, the Elton John Lennon album, which I just found that when I was looking this thing up. So, I mean, that's great, though. That was a great pick, Gail. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Whenever I do a video for either of these two gentlemen, I'm always pleased, and I never leave wanting more because they give you just enough. Even though some of the Lennon songs do leave me wanting more because they're that good, and I just want them to keep going and keep going, such as Instant Karma. That's one of my favorite songs that I've heard on this channel, probably. Man, that Jealous Guy. I mean, I could just list all the Lennon songs we've done, and he's just incredible, man. And that all ties back to the Beatles, and you know how much I love the Beatles. Do I have an album up behind me today? No, I don't. Who do I have? We got Tarkus, CSN, In the Court, and Automata 1. There you go. I always change them up. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. See, I always think about like the dumbest little stuff to change and no one even notices. Oh boy. Well, thank you again, Gail. That was great. I will see y'all the fuck later. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, you made it through the video. That's awesome. You want to join Patreon? The link's in the description if you want to. Join the $15 tier, or up you get one free request a month. The post is going out today for October, so if you want to hop on there quick, your request might get done sooner rather than later, I'm just saying. But it can run through the entire month, basically from the 1st to the 1st. There's also PayPal as well in the description if you want to join, or if you want to send a tip or request in that way. But if you join Patreon, you get access to all of our Black videos, our full album reactions, and our patrons-only Discord server. And, yeah, we'd love to have you. See you there.